Hey everybody, it's Sally. I'm still a little sick again. I feel cotton is shoved in here and it goes right through to here and then right into here. But my mind is clear today, so I thought I'd try to make my video. Yesterday, my mind felt like it had cotton in it too. You'll have to excuse me, I still have this little tickle cough, which is what I thought was allergies, but then it ended up being something with white tonsils, and so I apologize. But I'm here. At least you can't catch it through the internet. Well, being stuck in bed yesterday and the day before, I watched a film that really spoke to me. And it was called The Way. It's about the El Camino, which is a long destination on foot that people hike through Spain on a spiritual journey of their own. It's a pilgrim's way. For centuries and centuries, people have taken this path. It is very famous. And it was about, Martin Sheen was in it, and it was about this man whose son had died on the very first day of trying to make this trek. He went over to retrieve the body. They weren't very close. It had a fractured relationship. And he feels drawn to doing this journey for his son. It's a true story. So the body was cremated, and he carried his son all along and left ashes partly here and partly there. Even though the man was shut down and very angry and didn't feel spiritual, he was very non-practicing anything of any kind, and just, but he met some crazies along the way, and they kind of, even though it was still not nice to them, by the end he'd had growth and some freedom and could let, go on with his life. It was really a wonderful film, really wonderful. So it made me think about the difference between a pilgrimage and a journey, because I look at my life very much like a journey. I think most of us talk about our journeys. But what is the difference between your life being a pilgrimage, or being a journey, and being a pilgrimage? And I think, when I got down to really thinking about it this morning, which is how I greenlit my day, I found a quote. And I think what it is if the eyes of your soul, the eyes of your heart are more open to seeing things on multiple planes. It goes from being a journey, if you consider that your life is a sacred gift, and you are open to being part of whatever the universe wants for you, wants to move through you, what it brings in your path, whatever your giftings are, whoever that connects you with, that takes it more into being a pilgrimage, because you are basically going from spiritual insight to spiritual insight. Even if you don't talk about it, even if it's not something you've really contemplated much, but if it's growth to growth to growth, inner growth, that's spiritual growth. So I'm going to read you this, and I want to share some other things with you. This says, and of course, a pilgrimage, if you looked up in the dictionary, the first thing would be about, any major faith group where you're doing a major pilgrimage. That's different. That's for a very specific, I have a thing I need, and if I do this, then perhaps it will, if I do this and get to the destination, perhaps that thing that I want so badly will come back to me. Sort of. Or it is about growth and revelation. Maybe some of it's about penance. But for me, that's not what a pilgrimage is. This is what a pilgrimage is. A pilgrimage, and if you think about your life in this, try to think of your life in this way. A pilgrimage is a ritual journey with a hallowed purpose. Like I said, a hallowed purpose, a holy purpose, a sacred purpose. Do you believe your life is sacred? Do you believe your life counts for something beyond the flesh and bone? Are you open to serving a higher purpose with your giftings, and you're connecting with people and doing good and growing? I consider that pretty sacred myself. Every step along the way has a meaning. I like to think of my life like that too. Every step along the way has meaning. The pilgrim knows that life-giving challenges will emerge. My life is full of life-meaning challenges, meaning life-giving challenges. Life-giving challenges. A challenge, something to overcome, not something to be crushed by. When people say, don't say I have a problem, oh, that's a problem. No, it's an opportunity. Not a problem. Problem is, opportunity is. And I grew along the way. learning how to lift one leg over the other to get over that hump. A pilgrimage is not a vacation. It is a transformational journey during which significant change takes place. I know that it looks like I've been on a vacation here for 3 years, but believe me, it has been a major transformational journey because I have decided to open myself up to receive what life has to show me, share with me, and give me that way. New insights are given. Deeper understanding is attained. New and old places in the heart are visited. New and old places in the heart are visited. You see, the pilgrimage, the journey, the sacred journey of your life has a physical level of it. You go out, you do, you meet, you bump up against, you press, you hurt, that's physical. And they cause you to stop, hopefully, and think and reflect and contemplate. Maybe it was, But if you can turn inward just enough and connect the two, really, the true pilgrimage, the true sacred journey is going on in here, in here, in here. And that's about new places in your heart and old places in your heart. Old wounds, new healing. Blessings are received and healing takes place on a pilgrimage. Blessings are received in this life when people touch one another, when a situation touches you, and healing can take place. On return from the pilgrimage, which is a never-ending thing till we draw our last breath, life is seen with different eyes. Nothing will ever be quite the same again. Now, pilgrimage can be very concentrated, short time frames where you go, I'm going to go away and contemplate and meditate and climb this mountain or whatever. And, every time I go out with my camera, I kind of think, it gives me another pair of eyes to feel connected with things on a different level. And I like to think, I brought the camera up and I really shouldn't have until later, because on the same site that I saw this, I saw this. Seeing Beyond Seeing. This is a man who runs a retreat. It's about photography. This retreat will focus beyond technique, choosing instead to emphasize on the gift of seeing life in a new and surprising way. Photography is a powerful tool to assist us in practicing ways of seeing with the heart and the soul. Yeah. When I saw it, now I'm not going on this retreat, but the minute someone said to me that photography was a sacred, let's see where that said that first. Click here for more information. Photography as a spiritual practice. Hello. I feel that. I totally get that. Of course, artistic expression can be a spiritual practice no matter what it is. Actually, anything can be a spiritual practice if you're practicing it with that mindset. But the fact that he brought up photography, just I felt like there was this light that went on, and I thought, this is awesome. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If it's a place where you can connect with something that you see, there's something that tells me when to take a picture. It's not black and white to me. It's not stuck in stone to me. Something inspires. And what is inspiration but the divine spark? What is the divine spark if not spiritual revelation? What is spiritual revelation without it being sacred? Live your life as if you are on a sacred journey. Doesn't mean you're perfect, doesn't mean you don't have, your foibles, your fallings, your failings, doesn't mean you're holier than thou, it doesn't mean you're religious. It means you've got a tender spirit inside you and you see things with a grateful attitude and you want to grow and you're not shut down. And if you are shut down, you can open up. So I leave that with you today to think about. Is your life a journey? What part of your life is a sacred journey? Do you want it to be more of a sacred journey? Do you want it to be a pilgrimage? Maybe plan out some kind of little private pilgrimage for yourself. I never thought about it that way, but really, I think I will. Most of all, just be open, friends. Be open, be ready to receive, and be ready to give back out, and be grateful. I wish you all a wonderful, sacred journey today. I'll see you next week. Bye.